Hey, we're back with Mass Effect 3. Do I want to put any points into anything? Increase damage to all. Let's look at Slam. Increase damage. So I could potentially have Liara use her whatchamajig. I can't remember what it's called. Singularity, and then slam the target and cause an explosion. Cool. Alright, so let's go to the Attican Traverse.
You think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Huh.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
God damn, everybody's going to Tuchanka. Holding the line. I love how it keeps referencing old shit. Calibrations, holding the line. It's great. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Surkesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems that fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises. Regardless of the political climate, you were there for us on our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck. Major Kirihi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Task Group. New article on indoctrination. Thessia, Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officers. Prior to her deaths, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed were indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say that not seeking any more suspects in the case. Rana, was she the chick that's we first saw at Saren's base, and then again in Mass Effect 2 when we got Grunt?
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Nice.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
Wow, nice.
Commander?
Do we have anything else? I think we just checked this. Yeah, we just did. Alright, V. We already talked to everybody. We'll talk to those two later. They didn't really have anything to say last time, so I'm ignoring them for now. Let's go down to the crew deck. I think that's where the medical thing is. So we'll have the female Solarian, or female Krogan. And,
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one
Oi.
is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive. Also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap. Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
We're Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
let's talk to her.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half a Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always a next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they've become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
That wasn't his ear. How did you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I've only met a few humans in my time. I'm glad for the opportunity.
Alright. Interesting things.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth.
Okay. Alright, I'm back. Basically all Morden said was... I tried to say goodbye to him, and it started a conversation where he basically said after this is over, he might go somewhere sunny with seashells, and I tried to leave it as quickly as possible, so I missed a line, and then he said something about he might run tests on the seashell. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know what in the world that was about with you lost your internet connection. I looked over at my router, and everything was still connected, so I don't know if it was EA servers or what, but that was fucking annoying. You don't interrupt a game to tell me that I lost connection. No, bad. That is a very bad feature. Anyways.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you determined why
Genophage targeted hormone. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So, we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tuchanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
Good.
So the end justifies the means?
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy. Lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible. Unless he could help.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You've always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
That's it?
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left. But still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong?
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
We'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, he's not going to repeat the thing he said last time. Which is unfortunate, because it seemed like it would have been funny. Where did Chakwas go? Did we lose her? I like Dr. Chakwas, thank you. I don't want to have her not here anymore. That's annoying. Crew quarters. Alright, she's in the crew quarters now. Who else was in there with her? It said somebody else was. Engineer Adams. Why is Engineer Adams in the crew quarter? That tells me somebody else is engine engineering.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Yeah, that would be my view on what we're doing with Cerberus now too. So yeah, I would concur. Doop doop doo.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard? Lucky to keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Anything? None. Alright, broker terminal, Prothean notes, entry 3. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror, and I think he would sacrifice all of us without a thought if he could bring them back again. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? That's going to be difficult to reconcile herself with. Email from Professor Takisha to Dr. Ugdual. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We had barely enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled in up with 16 tons of platinum, courtesy of the Shadow Broker. Then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. Nice, Liara.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Alright. The crew hasn't really been talkative this game. Usually after every usually after every mission, people have something to say, but... Or in the old Mass Effect games, they'd have, like, new things to say, but they don't got nothing to say now. I kind of...
imagine anything so traumatic. Hello, Commander.
Everything okay in the med bay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Alright. Well, even if he did kick her out, I like Morden better than her. I mean, I like her, but Morden was a party member. He actually did things. Donnelly, Diana Allers, and Javik.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Nothing to report.
Of course not. Fuck it. Down to the shuttle bay. Javik never wants to talk. The other people never want to talk. How are we doing, Quartet? Oh, fuck it. Damn it! Oh, hello. Geth Cruiser. Alliance Cruiser.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Sir Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of the shuttle, I comply.
Probably wise.
Good to see you, Commander.
When an 800-pound Krogan requests to take command, you comply. Alright, we've got extra stuff now. Let's, Curse Fabrication, show info. Shield regen, power damage. I do like that look, though. Weapon damage, headshot damage. Melee damage, don't care about that. Weapon damage, ammo capacity, health. Alright, save and exit. We're good on that front. Let's see. Not weapon upgrades. Procurement interface. Nope. 13 Raptor. Eviscerator. Shotgun blade attachment. Nah. Batarian state arms. Canala exports. Concentration mod. Upgrade. Gauntlet. Weapon damage. Ooh. Might get those. Striped Darkfish. Starter supplies. Meh. Kasasa Matlock. Pistol magazine. I do like that. Spectre requisitions. No. And no. Alright. So we're good on that front. Let's get back up to the war room. Oh, not the war room, the CIC. And we'll start flying around, I suppose. Actually, I want to take a quick look at my journal. New priority, Tachanka. Alright. What does priority mean? Does that mean I need to get it done now? Alright. And 7 Cerberus attack. Alright, so they've taken a lot of places, everybody seems to want us to head to Tachanka. Tunchunka. Let's leave Rakesh. Do we need any fuel? Are we in need of fuel? Let's go see. Yes, we are. Alright. Alright, so just do a quick roundabout. Do we have any more 100%, 100%. Horsehead Nebula. Why does that sound familiar? Well, I mean, I know why it sounds familiar. It's been there before. But, let's go there. Scan a little bit, see if we can find anything. And as far as I could tell so far, the only place that really responds to scanning are places under Reaper control. So, not really that big of a point of going to them. Hades Gamma. Ninma. Investigate missing scouts. Investigate missing scouts. Journal. Missing scouts. Anyone? What the hell? Investigate missing scouts. Is that possibly the Rachni thing? That's the only thing I can think of. We'll have to check it out. Let's go to Gemini Sigma.
Signal confirmed.
Whoa. Enter orbit. Start scanner. Let's see how much percentile this gives us. What do we get? 1,000 credits. 10,000 credits. That's 50% of assets. Alright, cool. Shit! Did not see that one. That was almost bad. Can we make this? Yeah, we have plenty of fuel. Enter system.
I found something.
Get in there. Where exactly do you want me to go? I'm at the top. God, the scanner's slow. Yes, thank you, game. I'm aware of that fact. Follow the white indicator. Alliance cruiser. Nice. Now we need to haul the fuck out of there. Alright. Okay. Investigate. Oh, that was stupid. They're right on top of me. Yeah. We'll go over here.
I found something.
Start scanner. We'll just go straight over here to the side. God, this takes forever. And a Lance Cruiser. There we go. And then right over here. I'll take that fuel, thank you. And let's get the hell out of here.
Evasion successful.
Alright, 75% of assets recovered. We'll get over here to Han, jack that fuel, and then hit the mass relay. We should be able to make this. Come on, baby. Come on. Wow, 470 units of fuel. Not bad. Go, 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 go! Oh, God! Oh, wow, that's a rush. Alright, let's go investigate these missing scouts. actually, we won't be investigating anything this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and please tune in to the next... What is this? Listening Post X19. Anyways, thank you for watching, and please tune in to the next episode where we will find out what the fuck Listening Post X19 means. Thanks for watching, folks.